If it ain't solo, it ain't no. Make sure you guys check out our new podcast down below. Link is in the bio. CIB, Create, Inspire, Believe. We talk about everything: entrepreneur, sports, spiritual stuff, relationships. I don't know, man, but we going crazy. So you guys want to make sure you check it out. It's your boy Solo. Let's get it. So I know this whole ICT, smart money concept's been literally blowing up on YouTube. And I know traders still struggle with maybe that strategy or understanding how it works. So I decided to do a alternative. This is actually my everyday strategy I use all the time. This is part of the strategy I use to teach as well in my community and in my boot camp. So I decided to go ahead and leash it out and throw it in my YouTube channel. So make sure you do not skip past anything so you don't miss out on any details that I'm gonna break down. I would appreciate you guys to also comment down below. Let me know you guys love these videos and let me know you want more of these videos and live videos, because I will do that. So there's 3 things that you need in order for this strategy to work. Very simple. One important thing is you need sessions. Sessions is actually an indicator that you can use to let you know exactly what session you are trading. I use this a lot because it helps me know for sure that I'm in the London session, New York session, or London in New York session, or just New York session. Instead of me having to go down below, look at the times and figure it out, it makes my life 20 times simple and easy. So I decided to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this all in and just keep it very simple and just go from there. The second thing you need to know is structure. The most important thing about this strategy is always structure and understanding how structure works and how structure moves. Structure is basically the backbone to making money with this strategy and so forth. And the last most important thing is you need to know the time zones, which is the only one time zones that I really pay attention to is the 4-hour, 1-hour, and entry only on a 15-minute time frame. So I'm gonna be showing you guys precisely how to kill this with this strategy. And most importantly, guys, the number one thing to trading is really your mental. So I say this and I stress this all the time, but just keep in mind you still do need a strategy to help you out, and hopefully this strategy definitely does something for you. And if it does, comment below. All right, so the most important thing is understanding structure. So I said earlier that structure is a key factor and a backbone to the strategy. So what I basically mean is, notice how market always shifts, meaning that it creates higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. Your main focus is you want to pay attention to precisely how aggressive that high has been, or the breakout of the low, or the breakout of the high. So if we look right here, and let's say we just now waking up, getting ready for New York session, we're basically trying to starting preparation of a setup for the day or for the session. We want to make sure that everything is going to go in our favor. So I'll always look for previous structure. So seeing that this was a previous low, we also had a previous low here. I noticed immediately we broke structure aggressively with both, right? We have a market shift and a market shift. Immediately I'm like, all right, we're definitely going to be heading down. That's because that's what I'm seeing. Now in my eyes, I'm like, all right, since structure had basically showed aggressive moves after breaking the most recent lows, what I am now going to do is wait on a pullback. When it comes to Forex pairs like GJ, I always usually wait on a pullback because Forex pairs tend to be more consolidated than any other that I particularly trade. So I prefer to wait on a pullback, and I have that patience to wait on a pullback. So hopefully you guys could do the same. But all we're simply doing is just waiting on a pullback to come back into a supply or demand zone. So in my eyes, I'm simply looking on market to tap into this area up here. So once I see that rejections is happening, a lot of rejections, not just one, but multiple rejections is happening, my trigger finger starts to get happy and I start to get ready to enter in the market. But before that, you got to understand too, what I had mentioned earlier, that if the market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend on a higher scale, like an hourly or 4-hourly, this is even going to work even more in your favor because now you're going with the actual trend overall. So that's pretty cool. But most importantly, before you even really consider any trade, you still got to wait on the setup. And like I said, I simply just stay on the 15-minute and look for my setup. But all I'm simply doing on the 15-minute is just waiting on market to play its part, right? We see we got a large wick up here. Usually market likes to close this wick out. We did get multiple wicks rejections here, but I feel like this is also another candle that it may want to close out. But considering that we did get a lot of wick rejections, this overall wick could be the closeout of all these other wick rejections too. Now that I see that we got this 15-minute candle right here, this is a beautiful candle for me to go ahead and consider to enter. Now when it comes to entries, I usually wait on engulfing candles or just multiple wick rejections closing previous wicks, meaning that if I see we had a wick here, I like to make sure that the next couple wicks, the candles, close these wicks out, which basically confirms that it fulfilled those orders. So that's me basically preparing myself to enter into an opportunity. So what I am going to do is I'm gonna place an entry here, and then now at this time, guys, you also want to pay attention to the time you are entering in the market. Typically you do not want to enter let's say closing of London going into New York. You literally want to wait roughly around 8:30 Eastern time for the entry during New York time, because that is where you will usually get the best setup. So I do prefer anybody trading, make sure you wait around that time. That's usually when you should see a setup. Now let's say that you get a setup earlier. It is possible, but it is a higher risk. So what we're going to do is take this trade anyway, just to show you guys that it could still possibly work. But let's go ahead and fast forward it right now. So as you see, currently market is coming right back up. Now why is this happening? Like I said earlier, two reasons is, one, we still got this large wick right here, which it could identify to close out all of these wicks right here, but theoretically that's kind of not the case, because we already had one wick here. This wick closed out, so that basically confirmed that it fulfilled those orders. This wick right here, we had multiple wicks close out, so this could mean one or two things. It could still head up, and another thing is we ain't really entering our time zone. So that being said, we could simply just say, hey, let's just take the trade, or we can wait. So as you see, we're still getting that rejection that we want, and this one almost gave us that closure of that candle, or closure of this stop loss basically, but we never got hit yet. But as you see right here, guys, this is what I was saying earlier, you want to wait on your actual time to get in the trade around 8:30, but this is around 8:15, which is a perfect time. As you see, beautiful setup right here, so still roughly around the entry point. And what I like to do is ride to multiple TPs, because I'm not the type of trader that just like to take one big trade. It's up to you guys how you want to go about your risk, but I typically like to always look for a 101 at the most recent low, which is this, and then we got this here, just in case the market decides to switch up on us, because you guys, we never know at the end of the day. So I'd rather play it safe than sorry. I usually get in 2 trades, so I can take one trade, move my stops to break even, and take another trade. That's kind of what I like to do. But as you guys see, perfectly we smashed TP1, and then it just reversed on us the other way. So this, like I said, this happens so much in the market, and I like to be safe than sorry, and that's pretty much how that whole play works. But like I said, guys, you're going to keep watching this, rewatching this to understand the strategy. Now that being said, make sure you guys tap in with Offspring FX. The link is in the bio. If you guys want to actually use TradingView with Offspring FX, TradeLocker is who you want to go with when you sign up. Once again, it's called TradeLocker, powered by TradingView, so you don't have to worry about going to TradingView. MT4, MT5, you can take every single trade literally with one simple button, and it's that simple, and you can mark up just as it is in TradingView. So check that out, link is in the bio. Other than that, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Your boy Solo, man, I'm out. Peace.